toy crap that we got no room for, no money for. At least that's my situation. But, what are we looking at? Silver Surfer. Definitely my favorite cartoon character, man. One of my, definitely my top 10, man. My top 10. And he's my top 10 because I like his mentality. I like the fact that he's out there in the universe and he gets to explore and see all different kind of places. And he's just the coolest. For me, he's one of the coolest superheroes ever. Like, ever created, ever, anywhere. DC, Marvel, Valiant, Image, anywhere. There's just nobody cooler than Silver Surfer. And that's my opinion. You understand? Alright. So anyway, I was doing the Jack Kirby video where I was showing off my Legacy of Jack Kirby book, and I saw this clipping in there. And I liked it, and it sparked an idea in my mind. And the idea was that, you know, when I do my channel, when I do the videos, sometimes I like to change the intro and the credits. So I want to spice it up a little bit or change it a little bit so it doesn't always look the same. So for a year, I've had it looking one way, and with the little puns on the bottom. I was like, no, it's time to flip it a little bit, have a little fun with it, and just change it up a little bit. So what I decided to do was I went online to Google. I punched in this image, Jack Kirby Silver Surfer drawings. I searched and I found the one I liked, and it was this one. So then what I did was I decided that I was going to put myself in this picture. Now first I was going to just put my head right here, which was an ideal to do, which is probably what I should have did. Now looking at it, I feel like, I should have kept this whole body right here. Just put my head right here, change this and keep everything else. But I decided not to. And maybe next year, when I do another style character, maybe that's what I'll do. Put my face on the Hulk or somewhere in some other format. But, change up the intro a little bit so it's always a little bit different every year. Or every 6 months or so, so it doesn't just get monotonous and boring. So I went home, I went to work, I blew it up, and I got it nice and large, brought it back home, and and then started just thinking. So, that's it right there. What did I come up with? Drum roll, please. Ta-da! And this is what I came up with. This is what I came up with, y'all. Now check this out. So this is what came from the mind of the mentally unstable. All right. So as you notice, there's the pose. The same muscle tone, the leg pose, everything. But here's what I did a little different. Okay. So let's start with me. Basically, I drew my head, my face, my little goatee. I used to have a goatee. I cut it off, and I put on myself some dark shades. This is my mustache. I have a cap on. It says CC4C, which means Click C4 Comics. That's my short little abbreviation. Then my little t-shirt, the slogan that I use at the end of all the videos is collect them all. Right there on the t-shirt. And instead of, I do a little t-shirt on him here, and the glasses and the hat. And instead of the legs being out muscular, I just do some jeans over them and a pair of kicks. And there you go. Now, in this hand, he's holding a Funko Pop that he just picked up from off of here, and I'll explain that later. Alright, and then over in this hand, he has a magazine that just says, subscribe, the subscriber, and it says YouTube. Instead of YouTube, it says YouTube. I'll explain that. Alright, so the surfboard. Here's where the surfboard would be. So instead of it being a surfboard, what I did is I took the surfboard, I squared it off, and came up with the idea of making it a comic book box. This is a comic book long box that's now looking as basically he's surfing on a comic book box. And I nicknamed it Comic Book Mother Box from the DC Mother Box, Comic Book Mother Box. Has an intelligent eye on it, and it's right there. And then the name of the channel is Click C4 Comics, right across there. And that's what I did. That's what I came up with. And I did the swishing. Goes back to this place here. Now, what we have over here, where's he coming from? Well, let's take a closer look. Alright, what you have here is a planet. Obviously, it's a planet with some type of long banner sign. And it says, Comic-Con 2218. 200 years from today, this will be the Jacob Javits Planetary Center. And it's a planet. Instead of a center, they got a whole asteroid-type planet where you'll float out there and you'll go to, instead of going to San Diego, New York, everyone will shuttle or surf. Like me, I surf. You guys have to shuttle because you don't have the ability to survive in space like I do. And you go to the Jacob Javits Planetary Center, a whole planet dedicated to, whatever the hell they do at the Jacob Javits. Alright, now, as I'm speeding along through space, I almost hit these two guys. Two aliens putting around up there. They got two heads. And they basically almost hit him, and he gets upset, and he gives me the bird, the finger, and he, basically curses me out, And then, let's see now, let's go over here. Okay, over here, Okay, so over here you got a stop sign, floating space stop sign light. Alright, there it is. Red, green, and yellow. I haven't colored it in. So I'm going to keep it black and white for now. I'll try to get it colored later with my Photoshop program. So this sign is a circle sign, and it's basically going around in circles, and it's just question mark way. The next one says negative zone. This has two arrows going both ways, which is, this is my way, and it's my way or no way, so it goes either way, it's my way. Then this one points to you are here, and this one says, sign points to anywhere. And on the bottom, someone nailed a sign on it that says wanted. Planet with lots of space, obviously. Can't get any cornier than that. So then in here, right, so he's holding a magazine, and it says U-Tub, which of course, when you used to read the old Brand ECHH comics and the Mad Magazine comics, they used to flip, everything used to be changed. They changed the name of everything. So this is not a Funko Pop, it's called a Funky Poop, and instead of U-Tube, it's U-Tub. Now right here in the foreground, if you can recognize it, let me see if we can get closer here. This is the George Jetson space car. And in the car, his wife says George, and she's just blabbering, blah, 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 blah. And then George is thinking to himself, somebody shoot this crazy bitch. Because he can't take it anymore. Now, as my person here leaves the planet, you see there's a couple of guys on the planet that has something to say about it. This guy says, dang, he got the last funky poop. And then this guy says, who cares? They stink anyway. And this guy says, it's them beady eyes that creep me out. You know, Funko Pops have those beady eyes. And, you know, I basically drew, you know, some visual effects. Zoom here. There's not much else more. Except over here, I wrote in the corner, inspired by Jack Kirby, Brand ECHH, and Mad Magazine. Which is what inspired the whole thing. And I drew a planet right here. And the planet is cracked in half. And debris is floating everywhere. And that's it, man. I took it. So now this will be part of the new opening credit for the videos. I used it in my YouTube banner as much as I could use of it. And it's just a little something different. So you'll be able to see a closer look at it and take your time as you watch the video here. Or look at the opening sequence. But here's the whole thing. And thank you, Jack Kirby, for the inspiration. Thanks to Mad Magazine. And thanks to Brand ECHH. And thanks to the power of the mind, my own imagination. But there you go. Alright, so that's it for that. Let's pump up some sounds. And like we always like to say, collect them all and keep doing what you're doing out there, guys. Peace.